Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of The Whistle, brought to you by Diversity Catalogue. This is your reminder to please like and subscribe if you haven't already. If you're listening on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, please rate the podcast 5 stars. We have special guest Bear in the house.
Oh, he's leaving.
He's done.
He's done with our shit. Keep walking.
He might poop on the grass.
Keep walking.
No,
Don't
we're
go
not.
next to the pole.
But yeah, please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Week, what is it? 15 is over, right? We're going into week 16.
Go upstairs.
Just a couple weeks left in the regular
Thank you.
season.
Camera
the
shot.
playoff picture is pretty much cemented after this week.
Oh, after this
Not
week,
a lot
yeah.
of spots up for grabs. I think there's a couple division leaders that mathematically could still change, but we have a pretty good idea of who's making the postseason. There's some teams that have already clinched it,
Oh, those are all clinched? I didn't know those clinched up.
In the AFC.
but we'll get into that
5 seats clinched. I love
shortly.
that. That's how you work.
Let's kick it over to Mike. Let's hear how we did on the picks.
How do we think we did?
Mid as usual. I'm not gonna come back and get the
How do we
best
think
record.
we did? That would be tough.
That would
You'd
be
basically
tough.
have to play an extra week. You are down like 10, I think.
10?
He's down. You're down.
Probably.
You're down 9.
Because you guys
You're
make
9
all the
back from
you guys
me.
pick all the obvious winners. So.
Pick the winners.
So you went 11-5. There were
No.
16 games, no buys.
I had the best record.
No.
No, I know that.
You didn't have the worst one. I went 10-6.
Oh, I gained a
Who
game.
were the two? I know the Saints and who else?
Right. Yeah, I took the Saints in Seattle.
So
Oh.
Josh
I
went
lone
what?
dogged those.
What, 11 or?
Josh went 13-3.
Let's go. Who fucked us?
Well, so me and Ange both took the Panthers.
Yeah.
That was tough.
Yeah,
you
that
took
was-
the
Who they playing?
Cowboys.
That was stupid.
Cowboys.
Yeah, why'd you pick the Panthers?
I don't know.
I thought you
They were
picked
gonna
the.
They were
like them.
favorites.
Were they really?
Me and Josh both picked the Dolphins.
Oh, last week was
You
the
picked
road.
Texans.
Was the road?
Yeah.
a
Road
bunch
gauntlet,
of road
right.
dogs. Yeah.
And honestly, he won them all except the Dolphins.
Wow.
That sucked.
Right.
Yeah,
That Dolphins game
win.
sucked.
That's good.
I honorarily took a loss with the Saints.
In solidarity.
The Lions, we all picked the Lions and the Chargers. They both all lost.
Pick the Lions versus.
Bills.
Hey, good shit on the Bills, man. I love the Bills.
Yeah. So I'm 3 games back now. You 128, 58, 125, 61, 116, 69.
We're killing it regardless,
Take that.
though.
No, I think yeah. I mean, if you look at them, I mean, Ange is just below 50. We're just above 50. So
We'll take that.
that's pretty good numbers.
It's not bad.
Not bad.
We did all right for a couple of goofballs.
Now, it'd be crazy if it was like 69 and 116. You'd be like, oh, this guy's actually doesn't know anything about the game.
Oh, if it was
this
flip.
guy can't predict shit. Jesus,
Well,
Christ.
every week.
He's actually blind.
Our
He's
rec-
just guessing.
The records would be a lot worse if we were doing spreads.
You don't know that. I'm a spread god.
I know that to be very true.
I honestly spread. I just
That'd be
close
so
my eyes
tough.
and pick.
Yeah.
I guess on spreads.
It would be tough. But let's get into it. Let's
That
talk about
might be
let's
bad.
talk about the games. We'll start with Thursday Night Football tonight. Day of recording is Broncos at the LA Chargers. What? What's the matter?
We're out of order. That's it's out of order.
What do you mean?
We got to review the games from last week.
Oh my God!
You start
Right.
saying it. I was just like, what the
I
hell?
looked
my
at.
God. Oh
I
my
had
What
the
just
wrong thing up
happened?
there.
He looked up. He had the thing up. I was like, what the hell?
Oh my God! I'm sorry.
I was so good. No, I mean, he had it. He was feeding you wrong information.
The way he
I
looked at me.
I had a brain fog too, though. I should have known that. That was funny.
For a second, I thought
Oh
I
my
was
God.
I was in
Oh,
crazy.
I'm
town.
sorry.
I was
Let's
like, what the hell?
recap week 15, starting off with the Thursday Night Football game. LA Rams at
It
the
fucked
San
me up.
Francisco 49ers. A sad, rainy game. A lot of key fantasy players underperforming in this one, including Cooper Kupp,
Everyone but
who had the
Puka,
first
really, right?
0 in like a couple of years.
True.
Really-
So
that's
funny.
really
So
bad.
funny for fantasy managers. They
Yeah,
planned that. you're
Not a good game all around. Field goal game. Rams won it 12-6. Thanks to this win, they are now sat atop
Oh wow.
of their division and probably gonna
oh
win
shit!
it.
They're 8-6.
They're probably gonna win it.
Oh. I
Just
didn't realize
because just because the Seahawks dropped Sunday Night Football. We'll talk about that later in the
They went from
episode.
8 to 4.
but-
Crazy.
I think the Rams are gonna.
Wow.
They're probably gonna kick on and win it. I don't know. They have a couple interesting games left to end the season, but absolutely massive win
That's
for their playoff
That's
hopes.
insane.
Huge win for their
I would
playoff
listen.
hopes.
Interesting.
I would not want to face the fucking Rams
I
in the
know.
playoffs of
Yeah.
any team.
Yeah, the Rams
They
are.
said Aaron Donald unretires.
I would. Fuck it.
maybe. Bring back
Imagine that. He's like, fuck, we can get a ring.
That'd be crazy. Their defensive line's actually really good right now.
Rams 7-2
Kobe Turner?
since the bye week. Did you know that?
Fuck's Kobe Turner.
D tackle, I think.
Oh,
Did you know that? Rams 7-2 since the bye week.
really? When was their bye week?
Must have been week 4,
Like 4. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Wow.
5.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, he's good. He's actually really good.
Kobe Turner.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what. Not who I was thinking of when I said it.
No,
Jared Verse and Fisk. Those are my two guys.
Fisk is
from
really good.
FSU.
I actually like Fisk a lot.
Jared Verse is like a top 10 DN right now.
I just like Fisk.
You know who you're talking about?
Yeah, he's white.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Brandon, right?
Yeah. I was happy. He's like fucking 25 too.
Which one?
Fisk.
Really?
I'm pretty sure Jared Verse is old too.
You want me to read the stats from this game, or
Would
we
like
don't
to, yeah.
care?
I mean,
Well,
what
like,
fucking stats were there?
Purdy stats you have to look at.
There
and
were
then
some.
maybe
There were some things to highlight.
What
So
about Garrardo?
Also,
on the
that
Rams
fucking
side,
hitter.
Kyron
Love Jared
Williams.
Verse.
Kyron Williams
24.
carried 29 times for 108. Puka Nacua had a decent fantasy game. Didn't get a touchdown, but 7 catches for 97s. Not
Yeah, they're both 24
my head top.
because of COVID. So they're turning 25. January 18th turned 25.
But yeah, on the
Happy
Niners
birthday.
side, obviously a lot of talk about Brock Purdy now starting to kick up again. I've been a disbeliever in Brock Purdy for a while. I'm glad it's finally coming true. Purdy on the night, 14 of 31. Really bad. Throwing the ball for only 142 yards and a pick. It was pretty bad conditions. Stafford wasn't much better,
Yeah.
to be fair.
Oh.
And Purdy is still on the season, putting up pretty good numbers, but the Niners just could not move the ball at all. When their run game's not
Look, he's
going, I mean, they struggle. Garendo carried
Yeah.
16 times, only for 57
Yeah, they
yards.
locked him up all night.
Debo is
I was
another,
going to say,
Dropping
another good
passes.
talking
dropped like
point,
4
too.
passes in his fucking hands.
You
Not
know,
good.
was saying, he gave that little
Right.
interview after the game
Right.
a week prior
Oh my
saying
God.
they need to get me the ball more, da-da-da-da-da.
Partly why they
I
lost.
mean, that play where Purdy hits him over the middle, it might be a house.
He's probably scoring.
Were they
yeah.
all shit? 2 of 9 for Juwan Jennings?
Yeah,
Yeah.
no,
What the
he
fuck happened?
dropped a couple
They
balls
weren't-
too.
they
It
couldn't-
was
Was
not
that
good.
bad of conditions out?
It
It was
wasn't
pretty
like
bad.
the
You wanna hear-
worst,
Juwan
but
Jennings had 9 targets.
I know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
he
2
dropped
of 9?
like they
Debo
were
with 7
bad
targets.
balls. He dropped balls.
Like, I
They
thought
both dropped
Debo
balls.
put up a shitter game. 2 of 9?
Well, like they made it a point to target Debo early, and
Right,
he
yeah.
kept fucking up.
Yeah,
so
right.
that's literally why they lost the game.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I
it's
wouldn't
too
be mad
bad.
at Purdy, I guess.
Well, no, Purdy. Angel's right. Purdy's ass.
He would have
Purdy-
went.
Purdy was their get out of jail free
just say,
card,
in my
last pick in the
mind- In my
draft.
mind, Debo dropped 3 balls in his hands. Right.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head. So he's 17 to 31. Jawan Jennings, 7 targets that he missed. Just call him another 3.
Is Purdy not a like overly accurate?
He's a
Game
decision
manager?
maker. He's a good decision maker.
He's an accurate game
man.
man.
But we got to look at the
Game-
teams.
yeah.
We got to look at the players he's had around him. Like I think he's finally getting exposed for what he actually is.
Oh yeah.
What do you
yeah.
mean?
Okay. Well, because
had
you
a
look
great team around him forever.
Well, because
Right.
it's true. I mean, you look at some of the other quarterbacks in the league that are performing well with less. I
Right.
mean, on paper, when healthy, this might be the best offensive unit.
Yeah, healthy.
Caffrey,
100%.
Debo, Ayuk.
It can
Kittle,
be. It can be.
You know, it's pretty good. So, I don't know.
Right.
Like if you put Purdy in Jared Goff's situation, for example,
He's gonna do
I think that was a
he's
bad
playing. You
comparison.
think he's playing better? Why is it a bad?
way
comparison?
better.
Well, that's a great offense.
That's
yeah,
what
but
that's
I'm
what he's
gonna say,
saying.
like, put
That's
him
the
in,
point.
like,
No,
the
I know,
Bills
but
situation,
I'm
that's
saying,
a-
I'm saying I don't
bit
think
different.
I don't think he'd perform like as good as Goff. I'm trying to make the point. That I
Oh,
don't think
okay.
he's that
Yeah.
He
good.
performed well, but not as good as Goff because
Yeah.
he's not a better
Like, I don't
quarterback
think he'd
than Goff.
perform as well as quarterbacks that are actually good.
See, but I feel like you missed me on the. I feel like Jared Goff's like the upper echelon of like accurate decision maker.
Yeah, but he's a
He's the
step
Tom-
below
he's the
that.
Tom
Like
Brady
Goff
of
can
Brock
make the
Purdy's.
big throws. I don't think he's going to be able to make the big throws in the like the
You
tough
hate
games.
Jared Goff.
I don't. Yeah, but I think Purdy's worse than him. Like I think Jared Goff's a better quarterback, pure quarterback than Purdy is. But Purdy's played well for what he's.
Sure.
They got a good deal on him basically. But at this
Yeah,
point,
they got a great deal.
they're not gonna win shit with him, and they have to figure that out because they can't pay.
Well,
we were talking about in the group chat.
They could have won the Super Bowl with them.
They could have, but I think that was if they weren't winning it that year with him. Like
Right, but the Super Bowl
Well, look,
is so far.
his
I don't
stats
know.
on the season aren't. I mean,
He's doing
got-
good. He's not
throwing-
playing bad.
He's thrown for 3,200 yards, but the problem is
That's like top
fif-
6, 7.
15 touchdowns, 9 picks.
It's really
I tell you.
And what is the average depth of targets? Probably not super I
I have no idea.
Well, it's a West Coast offense, though.
He's not a
Can't
very
blame him.
risky quarterback.
What? It's a West Coast offense.
It's just like you don't want to pay him like a fat contract, which is probably going to have to be paid,
That's the problem,
and
too.
then be
You
stuck
see-
with that.
Do you see how much he's like reported
Right.
to make?
It's
if
a
they
lot,
right.
pay?
But then what else are they supposed to do?
It's mediocre.
What else are they
I
supposed to
think
do?
I think you
Like north of
pivot. I think you have
50
to
a
pivot.
year.
Something. Get rid of trade him somewhere. Like you have
Get
to.
what? And get what?
And
You got to figure it out.
and the other thing that people aren't talking about, if they do pay Purdy, this team gets a lot worse.
yeah, they
Because
have to
the
drop
only
people.
They're
reason,
fucked anyways.
the only
They're
reason
all
that they
aging
have
out of
such
the
a
window.
loaded team is they're not paying. They're one of the few
Right.
teams that are not paying a young quarterback
Exactly. That's it.
north of $40 million. I mean,
Yeah.
look at how it's going to set back Atlanta potentially. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, Denver kind of not lucked out. That's not fair to Bo Nix. But at the time, like, they took on that Russell Wilson. They gave
my
Russell
God, yeah, they
Wilson
were fucked at that
contract,
point,
and they were
yeah.
like,
Right.
holy shit, what are they going to do? Like, who knows what the future holds for the Niners? If they let Purdy go, are they going to – I like to think they'd be able to find another mid quarterback like him for not a lot of money and be okay.
Boom, Darnold.
Just
bam,
because
done.
of how good the team is. But I don't know. We'll see. The Niners' season's effectively over after
It's
this
done
loss.
now. Yeah. I think they had an 11% chance if they won last game.
And the Rams are in a good spot to win the division. Let's move on.
Yeah, dude, they're
to the
under
next
1%.
game. I think the next game was what? Cowboys, Panthers. Panthers favored for the first time in a couple years. Lost.
Outright, too.
Surprise,
Their
surprise.
worst loss of this
Yeah,
not
they-
of the season, but as of late.
Dude, they played
Bryce
so
Young playing
bad
good.
this
30
game.
to 14
Can't believe I
loss
picked them.
at home to the Dallas Cowboys. Cooper Rush threw for 214, 3 touchdowns, 1 to CeeDee Lamb, 1 to Jalen Brooks, 1 to Tolbert. CeeDee Lamb showed out in fantasy, 9 catches for
he was
116. Rico Dowdle, 25 carries for 149 on the ground. Not bad.
Yeah, now they
See, I'm
figured out they can
confused.
run the
Where
ball
was
with him.
Rico Dowell before?
They just
I
weren't
don't
running the
know.
ball with them. I don't know why they
And it
weren't
was
doing
funny because when they remember after the bye week, they were like, "Oh yeah, we got to get Dowdle touches," but like
It's only been the last, 2
They were
weeks
giving him
max?
touches.
Yeah, like 130 and then 149. Yeah,
Huh?
or 3 weeks now.
What
I
the
think.
hell?
yeah, it's just weird.
With Cooper Rush, yeah, let's start running the ball. Huh?
It was all there for them, and they just chose to stray away
Right.
from it for
I'm
whatever
just- I'm
reason.
just confused
Maybe they
on
didn't
it.
believe in the kid.
And
like, sure, whatever, but like,
I think I said this in our NFL studio.
yeah,
Why do teams even pick up Dalvin Cook?
yeah, I don't know.
Is he like a Doc Rivers-esque guy? He's got some blackmail in the league. Like, they got to pick him up on a team.
Well, it's one of those like
the guy
it
doesn't
is-
play a snap.
It is a veteran presence, one, and
Bro.
two, it's like
A veteran. You think they need
it's-
a veteran presence in
it's
the
a-
running back room?
no, not necessarily, but some teams do. Like him on the Jets.
Him on the Jets, I can
That makes sense.
slightly understand.
Him going here made sense as well because I think they were still iffy on if they were even going to keep Zeke. Like they were like looking to cut
Right,
him
I
basically.
get that.
And then they were like, wait a minute, Dalvin Cook's kind of still ass. And then they kept him.
Right.
Maybe
But
he's
it's not
hurt.
like
I don't
you
know.
saw him.
Maybe he's hurt. Maybe he's hurt.
Crazy.
Like, he
'cause
works
was,
out for you.
He was never bad. It's not like he had like a terrible season.
Right.
He had a
no
drop
downfall.
off,
His own
but it's not
downfall was
like-
just him getting traded, I think.
Yeah,
right?
it wasn't a
Or
crazy
was it
drop off. He
contract
did
thing?
worse.
Whatever it was.
I just maybe he's just hurt or dealing with something that we just don't really know.
Why'd
Because
he
it doesn't
get
really
picked
make
up
sense
then?
why he's not getting touches
Right.
at all.
Well, it makes sense. They have an RB1 and an RB2. I just don't understand
Yeah,
why
but
the point, why are we picking him up and then not playing him at all?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Like,
you
I
think
could
you'd
get
give him the
that.
touches?
I could get that if you're activating someone in the practice
And
squad,
you're keeping
picking
him.
someone in the practice squad. Yeah, like you're not cutting him.
Yeah.
He's on your 52 roster every week.
His
and you're not using
stats,
him.
his stats on the season, he has 8 carries for 20 yards. He hasn't had a carry since November 3rd.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I just don't get it. I mean, I guess he's getting his check.
Guess
Maybe they like him.
Maybe they do like him and they're just like fucking holding him. I don't
maybe,
know.
maybe he's a locker room guy.
He's just a chill guy.
Yeah.
Like maybe next year he plays or does something. I don't know.
I don't think he's not getting any younger. How old is he?
Probably gonna be 29, right? Going on
He's 29
30
right now. I
Yeah.
just looked, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Like it's not. Like, I mean, he's getting longer in the tooth, but it's not like he's long in the tooth. Like I don't know.
Fuck does that?
Never heard anybody say.
Like he's not old. He's not.
Right.
He's not 31, right? I think James Conner.
No.
Someone's 31. Derrick Henry.
Henry might.
I don't know. But yeah, Cowboys, Panthers, 2 teams playing for nothing. Cowboys moved to 6-8. Panthers fall to 3-11. They're gonna get a top pick again, it looks like. But yeah, let's move on to the number 1 seed,
30, yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs, who win again in unconvincing fashion. They still haven't scored more than 30 points in a game.
It's crazy.
They didn't do it in this one. 21-7 win over the Browns. I think there was a defensive touchdown early. Is that true?
Yeah, I think
By
there
who?
was, right? Fumble
By
6,
the
pick
Chiefs.
6, something like
Pick
that.
6, maybe. Yeah. Oh, I think it was a fumble.
God deliver us from pick
Honestly,
6.
don't remember.
Scroll down. What's it say? Interception right there. Right? Not that one. Scroll up.
Display.
Scroll up.
I could
Early
be,
in the game.
Could be wrong.
You did start
Right there. All right.
This first quarter. I know.
Or
if it started
actually,
first
it was a
and ended
muffed.
up there.
Didn't they muff the punt, the Browns, or something? On like the two?
Like that was last week. Tooney.
No, it was this week too, bro.
Was it this week too?
I don't
Took
know.
all touchdowns, but yeah.
Either way, Chiefs' luck prevailed. There was a little speed bump in this one for the Chiefs with Mahomes getting hurt,
As always.
having to come out of the game. I don't think he finished the game, right?
No, I don't think
No,
he
he
did.
didn't.
Carson Wentz
Wentz the GOAT.
had
Shout
2
out.
completions for 20 yards. Pretty cool. But Mahomes on the day, 19 of 38 for 159, threw for 2 touchdowns. Xavier Worthy carried 3 times for 30 and a touchdown. They had a lot of different ball carriers. Kareem Hunt 13 times, Isaiah Pacheco 13 times, spreading the ball out a lot.
Nick Chubb, broken foot, out for the year.
Yeah,
He's done.
Yeah.
Washed.
sad.
He came
Career
back
might be
bad.
over.
He should have just not
Probably.
played this year.
Dalvin Cook-esque.
Or he's going to come back like J.K. Dobbins and all's fine.
Doubtful.
The Browns touchdown came from Jerome Ford. He had a nice carry for 62
Yeah.
yards.
Saw that.
Yeah.
Made a little house call, sprinted up the sideline. Jerry Jeudy, 11 catches for 108.
Now he's
Becoming-
dead.
Still finished with
Becoming pretty
Dude.
impactful.
He's done now though.
that? Hey, he's cooked now. I honestly, the Browns should be charged with collusion.
Like for tanking.
Yeah, for Jameis Winston.
Oh, 100%.
Sitting Jameis Winston for DTR.
Like James Winston isn't winning you games if he's
Right.
just doing picks like this,
But
but
you're
at the
not
same
trying
time,
to win
you're
games.
not winning shit without that.
Like I don't understand the point. Like your team is playing so much better with Jameis Winston. You go TTR.
well, I think now
Right.
it's like what, couple weeks left. They're like, you know what? They're 3-11.
Oh, let's see what we got in DTR. You had half the
No,
season.
not
fucking-
see what we got. We're like, I think now would be a good time to be like, all right, let's sit Jameis, not really get really eyes on us, and we can just lose more games, basically. I think that's what it is.
That's
Because let's look at their
I
fucking
don't think-
schedule.
I don't
Maybe
think,
they're-
like,
maybe the next
I
few
don't
games are
think
winnable.
tanking is literally.
You think
is
they
the
take a
thing.
quarterback?
Well, I think it's Cincinnati, right? Cincinnati's next.
What if they take a quarterback?
Right. I
That'd
mean,
be cool.
they really shouldn't, to be honest. I think every team who's got a high draft pick should, and they want a QB, just trade back and get someone.
Okay, well, I mean, they got-
for
I
this
don't like the
year,
QBs at all.
They got the
Nah.
Bengals, they got the
Those are
Dolphins,
3
they got
losses.
the Ravens. Yeah, not really sure why they're sitting Jameis.
That's because they really want to tank. Like
They want to make sure.
They could be competitive
but
games, and they
they're
could
not going to play in the rest of the season.
I'll tell you what,
probably not. I don't. Which
think
it
so.
makes no sense.
all
know he got
3 of
benched
these
this
games
game,
can be
but-
fucking shootouts that the Browns could win with Jameis.
Right.
So
Right.
that makes sense.
I understand that. It's the same with the Giants. Not starting Drew Lock. Should be illegal.
Should be.
He's
but
definitely better,
you know.
but they're not going to play him, which is insane.
All right.
I don't get that.
It's too bad.
It's not the end of Jameis Winston. He'll be back.
What are you looking up? Oh, the draft order.
Jameis Winston,
see
where do
where
you think
they're at.
next season goes to Tennessee?
So they're 7 right now.
There's
they're
a lot of
tied 3-11
shit
with the
teams, man.
Patriots, Jacksonville, Carolina, Tennessee. Yeah, so they could move up. Yes, that's a smart move. They can move up to fucking 3.
Because they're going to lose out.
Most
Yes,
likely.
Most likely.
They will lose out. I mean, New England, I think, has some. I think they play Buffalo
Play the Bills next year. We're cooked.
twice. Don't they play Buffalo twice?
We might.
I think so. Yeah.
don't think they've played
Yeah, they do play
Buffalo
Buffalo
yet.
twice.
So we'll see. We will see. Anything else about the Browns
Nope.
or the Chiefs? Chiefs still 1 seed. Anything about the Chiefs?
They suck.
If they even win one playoff game this year,
Didn't Pat Mahomes throw like 2 picks or
I
something?
would be very surprised. Mahomes.
He wasn't that
threw-
good.
No picks.
No.
Oh, that said
He
a
almost he had a
Browns
pick overturned.
interception Was
Yeah.
right.
But yeah, let's move on.
Oh,
Let's go Carson
TTR
Wentz.
threw one too.
Let's go Carson
Let's
Wentz.
move on to the next game. What is the next game? Can you go back? Oh yeah, Texans hosting the Miami Dolphins. I think Mike McDaniels is like 0-25 against top 500 teams or above
still?
500 teams.
That's
He's,
still
like,
a thing?
terrible.
Oh, my
That's
God.
not the actual record, but they can't beat an over 500.
forgot
team
about
to save
that.
their lives. Miami went into Houston and sucked again. They lost 12-20. Tua 1 touchdown, 3 picks.
Dude.
Not good. Tyreek Hill 7 targets, only 2 catches. But yeah, I mean, pretty good win for Houston. They moved to 9-5. They're gonna win the division. They're guaranteed to be
God.
in the playoffs.
Oh, I remember these.
Derek Stingley Jr. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
I was
he
gonna
was,
say I
he was
forgot he
locking
had
up, not gonna
3
lie.
picks in this game, and in my mind I just flashed Derek Stanley Jr. getting 2 picks off him.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Yeah, great game from him.
In this game, their defense is starting to play good at the right time. He had 2 picks. Kalen Bullock with a pick as well for the total of 3. Stroud was 18 of 26, threw for 131, 2 touchdowns. Mixon only carried 12 times for 23 yards. Yuck, I didn't know that.
Oh, Mixon, he
get
got
hurt?
hurt a little bit
Oh.
because someone did another fucking hip drop tackle to him,
They don't call
and then he
those.
came back in and they just didn't really
They
use him.
literally give no shits. I don't know why
what
they
they do?
passed it. No, they just not call them.
They don't call it, but then find the players afterwards.
Right.
Oh,
It's
that's
like-
right.
Which is the stupidest thing in the world.
Like, what are you guys doing, bro?
Just don't get it.
And people get hurt in it like 8 out of 10 times. It happens. Like
pretty
he got the last time he hurt his knee was on a hip drop tackle.
Right. Well, they overturned Chris Godwin's season-ending injury.
Oh yeah,
From a hip drop to not.
it's
huh?
just insane.
But yeah, Mixon also caught 5 for 33, so not terrible. Nico Collins caught 4 for 17 yards and 2 touchdowns.
What? That's actually crazy.
2 tutties.
That's hard to do. That's
I'm sorry,
impressive,
what'd you say?
actually.
4 for 17.
4 catches, 17 yards, 2 touchdowns. The longest was 8 yards.
All righty then. That's interesting.
So good for him. Texans
Wow, their leading rusher was
winning the division.
Ungwankabale.
Yeah, he carried 1 time for 35 yards.
Beast.
I don't know how I feel about the Texans. They're probably going to have a really tough first game.
Yeah.
Like playoffs?
Assuming it's going to be
Yeah.
Pittsburgh or the Ravens.
I think they're cooked.
Yuck. I don't think they have the offense to be either of those teams right now, personally.
Honestly,
We'll see.
I could see the Ravens losing to them. And the most like fuck
Losing to them?
possible.
Yeah,
That's totally a Ravens thing to do.
just random as
Like
hell.
lose a stupid fucking game.
Listen, they do have the defense to keep them in games. I just don't know.
Right,
I
yeah,
just
the
don't know how
defense is
healthy
good.
going to be. I mean, Mixon hurt now. Obviously, Diggs is out for the season. Tank Dell hasn't been-
back and played
the game, I think,
though. It might not be
Um,
that severe.
I'll tell you what. You want to hear a fun fact about Tyreek Hill?
Sure.
The murder.
His last catch over 30 yards. Guess what week it was?
2.
Probably, I think he won.
Whenever you guys played the Patriots.
Week 1.
3.
Week 1.
Week 1 was his last pass over 30 yards.
I
The
draft
fastest man in the league. That's
I draft-
crazy.
Well, that's not entirely
Yeah.
his fault though.
No, but I'm saying like you're not just throwing the ball to him more. Like it's kind of crazy.
Crazy.
Like,
Really?
Moving on,
Bread and
Jets won a shootout, kind of, against the Jags for their
Great
standards.
game.
Yeah, that was
Is this the
weird.
most points the Jets have scored this season?
Gonna be.
Probably.
In a while.
Gotta
me
be.
see.
Probably their best offensive game.
Jets win 32-25 away to Jacksonville. It was the Devontae Adams show. Rodgers and Adams rolling back the years. 9 catches for 198 and 2 touchdowns. Broke a lot of fantasy managers' hearts. He had an absolutely insane game. Rodgers threw for 289 and 3 touchdowns in this one. Breece Hall also carried 9 times for 30 yards and a tutty
9
as
times
well.
30 yards.
Yeah, first game over
Jets
30.
moved to 4-10.
What? Oh, points.
Pretty disastrous season by all accounts. We still don't know if Rodgers will be there next season. And on the other side, Jacksonville Jaguars moved to 3-11.
Let's go.
Mac Jones slanging it though.
I'll tell you what.
Zesty.
The zestiest he went.
Yeah.
That was fucking
Me and,
crazy.
He did the
me and,
Rizla.
I know he was
young
doing that.
Joseph Stalin were laughing about that. That
He
was
went-
so freaking
It
funny.
was funny.
I was dying laughing. He like looked at the camera like he,
You can tell he made that noise too
What?
when he did it.
and then he like slid and was like,
Friends down.
so weird.
But yeah, Mac Jones threw for 294, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. The 2 touchdowns going to the best rookie wide receiver in this class, Brian Thompson Jr.
Thank you.
Well,
Brian Thomas Jr.
Well,
10,
we haven't
what?
seen too much of Jalen Polk to be fair.
10
We can't
catches for 105 and 2 touchdowns. Brenton Strange.
Devon Baker.
I'm telling you, Brenton Strange, goddammit.
He got like 11 targets, right?
11. He got 12 targets, caught 11 for 73.
That's
Let me tell you about something.
Crazy.
I own both of them in Dynasty. Let me tell you about something.
Well,
Crazy.
You can't.
What's Mike Cook?
Devin Duvernay's on this team with hell?
No. Is he? What the fuck?
Oh, that's crazy.
Devin Duvernay. Yeah.
Ravens legend.
I'm pretty amped.
But yeah, both of these teams, season's
Yay.
over. We can move on.
Is
Woo!
is what's his face hurt? What's his name? Evan.
Ingram.
He's out for the season.
Out for the season.
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I knew Kirk was in it.
Brenton Strange time, baby. Let's go.
But yeah,
I'm winning
moving
Dynasty
on.
playoffs.
Moving on to a game
Poop
that
Bowl.
Mike has affiliation with. The
Can I
Saints
say-
lose again.
Don't say it like that.
At
Close.
home to the
We could've-
Washington
this is a winnable
Commanders.
game.
Yeah.
Close game, 20-19. They had chances to win, couldn't get it done. Started with Jake Hayner, pulled him.
He's a shitter. I don't know why he was playing the first
Pulled
base.
him right away.
Don't know why he was
Both
playing
are.
the first base.
Went with
Wait.
Spencer Rattler.
What?
But yeah,
He's been in the system longer. I understand that, but he's he's dog shit.
He
Not
looked
dog
better
shit.
to me than Rattler. Like I don't know what game it was, but he looked all right.
Yeah, when he subbed in for Rattler, he
Yeah.
looked fine. I don't know. I don't know, to be honest. Rattler was decent until like literally the last drive of the game, which we scored.
Yeah.
Basically tied it up, went for 2, and then didn't get it.
Didn't
To be honest,
I don't like that
Forced
play.
him,
I don't like that
bro.
play
to be
call at all.
honest, if Rattler was like the starting QB, we win that game.
Yeah,
because
for
there's a guy open in the back of the end zone,
And he just didn't like
and
see
he
him.
didn't see him.
Yeah.
He just went to the first one.
Yeah, tough.
But yeah, more injury
Morale win.
woes. More injury woes too for the Saints.
No
With that.
woes. I mean, the season's
Kamara
over. I
hurt.
could get less than 2 shits.
All right, heard it from the
Right.
Saints.
Kamara, yeah, great catch. I'll sacrifice his groin. Amazing catch.
Did Jaden Daniels
one of the
play
best
well
in his
this
career.
game?
What's up? What'd you say?
That's Jaden Daniels played well. Don't give me the stats. I'm saying like eye test.
No.
Not really, right?
No.
Look at his fucking stats, bro.
Because, yeah, he got sacked 8
25
times.
for 31, 226 yards, 2 touchdowns. You
Got
would have never.
sacked 8 times.
You would never.
Right.
You would never known.
And those weren't all. There was a lot of them that were on him, but he also saved. There should have been a lot more sacks,
Yeah. Well,
which is the frightening thing. But he saved them on that because he's obviously
he's
like,
able to
mobile.
run around.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. Jaden Daniels. I think he's a good player, but like. The stat line does not tell like the game. Like if I would have been shocked if you told me the stat line right after the game that he played this well.
Carried 11
Stat-wise.
times for
Right.
66s.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we give up garbage yards. I mean, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure Terry McLaurin had like a pretty good day, and he
did,
had a couple. He had a couple
did.
dropped the balls. I think
I think he dropped. Or
Yeah.
did he drop one, or was it just like a
it was like an overthrow. There was
Yeah.
a drop, but they were like significant air yards.
10 targets,
Like
7
he
catches?
had a wide open touchdown
Oh, I saw
on his
it. Yeah, yeah.
fingertips. Basically, it was like a 60-yard touchdown. So yeah, the game probably should have been a blowout. The game probably should have put up like 35, to be honest.
Well, I'll tell you what.
But
When
they
we were talking about,
Fuck it, we ball.
we were watching it, and we're like, oh, like are they going to go for 2? You said they should just kick the field goal, go in overtime.
I said, yeah, but I
was
understand
like,
going
at
for
this
2.
point, you're this
Fuck it, why
bad in
not?
the season. You kind of want the higher pick anyway. You either fucking go for 2 and you win it,
Right.
or you go for 2 and you lose. and
Ethical
that's it.
tanking. That's
Yeah,
ethical tanking.
That's smart. I like that. And if they got it, that would have been crazy.
Right.
Wipe your
I
hands
would have been
clean.
happy either
Imagine that
way.
shit.
I've been happy either way. Because I
know.
honestly don't think we're going to land anyone crazy at like 10, 11, 12 where
Yeah.
we're going to end up. So.
It's just I don't know. I don't really know if the Saints played well or the Commanders played bad.
I think the Commanders offense did actually play well. I think they just had mistakes that make it look like they didn't.
They like crippled
Like, I mean, that
the drive
touchdown.
or something.
You have a 63-yard touchdown off his fingertips.
Yeah.
Wide open. Right. I'm pretty sure. I don't think it was called back, but there was like some other thing where like it was like PI all the way down the field and he had a touchdown or something like that. Like Terry McLaurin should have had like 130-yard game or something like that.
Yeah, instead of 7.
So it's like I think the stat doesn't tell us. I think they did play good, but also their O-line and Jane Daniels like sack. Pressure awareness was bad this game. 8 sacks is actually insane. So
Is crazy.
to put up basically 27 points while getting sacked 8 times is kind of
Pretty
crazy.
good. Yeah. He had the 2 touchdowns
And like
he ran
no
it.
run game either. I'm pretty sure there was like 21
Robinson
rushes for
ran
60
for
yards or something like
21,
that.
yeah.
What the hell was that? This whole season we haven't had rush defense and now we don't. Yet again, 8 sacks. That's out of fucking nowhere too. So yeah, 21-65 right there.
Yeah.
So that was crazy. Good game. Morale win.
You take those.
I take those. I like Rattler. I like Rattler. I'll probably watch him next year.
You'll probably watch them next year.
Yeah.
Oh, like live.
Well, probably be starting next year.
Oh,
Derek Carr's probably gone.
he should be.
Moving on. Baltimore pissed on the Giants, kind of like how we all expected.
16. We called it.
Lamar Jackson continuing to shred defenses through
16.
the air. 21 of 25 for 295 touchdowns thrown.
Spread's not 16.
Wasn't the spread
in this
16 and a
one.
half?
It was,
Oh.
it was 16 and a half.
Sorry, I thought you meant the spread, like,
Yeah,
the
they covered
game,
it.
the score. I was
They
like, this
covered
is
it.
not a 16-point spread.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson looked great. 3 catches for Rashad Bateman, 80 yards, 2 touchdowns. Justice Hill caught a touchdown. Mark Andrews, Devontae Walker as well. Ravens maybe getting hot at the right time. They have a couple tough games coming up on the schedule, but, I mean, if they can win out and run into the postseason with some momentum, it's looking pretty good. The division's tight. I think
tight.
they're a game back.
The Ravens? Steelers?
from the
Yeah, they are right
Steelers?
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Well, actually-
Steelers at 10-4, Baltimore at 9-5.
Oh,
They
wow.
play the Steelers
End of the
Steelers are
season.
locked in.
Week 17?
this week
Damn it.
on
Really?
Saturday.
Which they can probably clinch
Wow.
with that game, no?
So
We'll be
see.
tied head-to-head. So
yeah,
it'll
but
go down
the
to
Steelers
whoever's-
already clinched.
they clinched a seed, not the 3 seed.
Oh no, I'm just saying the playoff spot rather.
Yeah, so the Steelers are already in. If Baltimore wins, yeah,
They're probably in. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, they're definitely in.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't see anyone really passing up any of these 3 spots.
No,
right
it's
now.
done. These are the teams.
But
These
the
are-
NFC's
How
different.
you like this? The Bengals can still be in the playoffs.
How?
They win out, and I think it's either
Yeah,
Chargers or Broncos.
They need somebody to
What, they
lose
have to
out.
lose
and the
like 2 games?
Dolphins
Have to
like,
lose out?
or something.
They need like
It's
3 teams
impossible
to
at this
lose
point.
it.
No. I'm sorry.
They need one of the 3.
Yeah, they only need no. So the Dolphins have to. Dolphins like realistically can't win another game, right? And the Chargers or Broncos have to lose like 2 of the next 3 or something like that.
Right.
I was gonna tell you. Yeah, most went out. Loser Thursday has a chance to lose the next 2 games. Yeah, because the Broncos Chargers play tonight,
Yeah.
so it's like a perfect storm.
Oh wow, actually.
So one of those 2 teams, if they lose out, basically,
lose their last 2
the
games.
Bengals get in.
The loser of the Thursday's Broncos Chargers game has to lose their last 2 games with the Bengals winning out, and
Yep.
that's how they'll get it.
Yep. And the Dolphins also have to win lose the game, which they obviously would probably happen.
That's actually
So
kind of doable.
kind of plausible.
It is.
Not unrealistic. Now,
That's crazy.
who the Bengals play is another question I don't have the answer
That has
to.
nothing to do with this Baltimore Giants game, but thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah, playoff seeding wise.
We'll get to it. we'll talk about all those teams in a
I
second.
will say with the Giants or the Ravens, they did start that game out like kind of slow. It didn't look good in the first like couple drives,
Yeah.
and they picked it up. So that still worries me because they be doing that shit in the playoffs against a good team. They're cooked.
That would be my big black.
But yeah, on the Giants side, we kind of talked about it earlier, but Drew Lock didn't play in this one.
Disappointing.
It was Tim Boyle and Tommy DeVito
and Tim Boyle didn't look bad.
each playing. Tim Boyle, I don't even care about these stats.
Timmy
Threw for
B.
123, a touchdown and a pick.
Oh, wait, what did
Malik
you?
Neighbors
Fuck on Tim
kind
Boyle
of
like
cooked.
that.
What
I
was
don't even know who he is.
Tim
Never
Boyle,
even
legacy,
heard of him
legacy
till
player.
today.
You know Susan Boyle?
It's her son. Crazy. Malik Neighbors, 10 catches for 82, touchdown. Having a quiet
I know
Quiet,
he fucking
good
did that.
season.
Tim Boyle fed him, bro.
99 yards away from 1,000 yards on the season.
Really?
as
Yeah.
a rookie.
Good for him. What the fuck?
Kind of crazy, right?
He missed a
Silent.
couple games too, right?
Right.
Doing
Well,
it
he
with
got
not a
fed.
lot.
What? He had like freaking
Yeah, concussed.
50 targets in 3 games or something.
Hey
like
man, that's
that.
fine. Yeah, frickin'.
You motherfucker.
But yeah, not
You
much else to say
motherfucker.
about this game. Ravens
You scum-gooch.
pretty much trying to win the division. They one-upped the Steelers this week because the Steelers obviously lost. We'll talk about that. But
What's
Yeah.
the fish dish?
I got nothing else about this game. What fish?
Starts with like a CH.
Bacala
No.
in
CH?
Italian?
Yeah.
Chesapeake.
I don't know what you're talking
All right, just keep going. I'll look it up.
about.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you get on it too. Italian fish dish. CH.
I don't know what the next game is.
The next game is none other than the.
Oh, Bengals Titans. Perfect. So, Bengals Titans was next, and if anybody saw or was on Twitter, you would have saw the exchange between what's their head coach's name, Zach
Taylor.
Taylor, and Burrow saying we're shit. This is unacceptable. It's embarrassing. Letting up 27 to the Titans, putting up 37. I mean, Bengals back-to-back wins. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Something to smile about. I mean, like Mike was just saying, technically their playoffs hopes are still alive, but
Right, they can do it.
just such a disappointing start to the season. It's such a big hole, especially with the Ravens and the Steelers kind of definitely performing above expectations this year. It's just a lot to overcome for them. Burrow threw for 271 and 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Chase Brown having a great season.
Going off. He was
25 carries for 97 and a touchdown.
the truth.
Jamar caught 9 for 94 in this game. Higgins caught 5 for 88 and a touchdown.
He's the truth.
Chase Brown also caught a touchdown. So, I guess a morale win for the Bengals, but, I mean, what a tough season. I mean, it's cool that they're starting to build. But, yeah, it's going to be tough. I mean, they host the Browns, host the Bengals,
I don't know what I was talking
and
about.
go to Pittsburgh the last game of the
Just
season.
got a mooch.
So,
Yeah, they're probably cooked.
What was the last 3 games?
they
Host the
host the Browns, host the Broncos, away at Pittsburgh last game of the season.
Wow. If they win those, they deserve to be in my book.
On the Titans side of the ball, we saw a lot of pretty poor quarterbacking play. They threw 4 picks combined.
Holy,
Yo,
Will
Mason Rudolph.
Levis went 8 of 12 for 3 picks.
Mason Rudolph, 20 for 20, 21
Yeah,
for 26.
why you-
Not
this is
bad.
terrible.
Fucking on the backups, bro.
I mean, Will
Give
Levis.
Tim Boyle and
They
Will
lost.
Mason Rudolph their flowers.
3 picks is crazy.
Will Levis, 8 of 12 for
That's
89, no touchdowns, 3 picks.
So he had 1 full incompletion. So he was accurate.
Yeah.
Except for the picks, yeah.
No, what do you mean? With the picks? He only had 1 drop.
Tony Pollard in this one carried 17 times for 45, a touchdown. Tajay Spears found the end zone. He had,
It was
baby.
weird.
He had a pretty cool
He ran
touchdown.
like 60
Sure.
yards, no?
Tajay Spears also caught 6 for
Yeah.
87 and a touchdown. Kind of wild. But Titans are moved to 3-11. They're one of a couple teams with a 3-11
Big.
record. Their season's been over.
8 of 10.
Good 9 yards, man.
I saw this mock draft. It said the Titans should take 10. I was like, why? Why would they do that? I don't
Instead
think
of a
that's their
quarterback?
problem. They had D-Hop and they fucking didn't do anything with him.
Well,
Why
D-Hop
fucking
was
drafting another
rough.
wide receiver to fucking throw at shit quarterbacks?
Maybe they grab someone in the free agency and then grab Ted. That'd be a pretty
Right.
fucking good
if they
team.
get someone in free agency, it's different. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Yeah, I don't know. It depends who they get, but honestly,
They're one of those teams, you know.
they're honestly a QB away from being
Who's
like
their
sufficient.
coach?
Their coach is gonna get fired.
I was gonna say.
I think. I honestly can't name their coach right now. It's some loser.
Oh, he's worthless. Sorry, guy.
That's
Something funny?
hilarious. I was looking for the coach's name. Doesn't
Oh.
say it on ESPN.
They
Big
don't have a
toil.
coach.
Anyway,
Yeah, Tim Boyle again.
moving on. Colts Broncos. Colts went to Denver and stunk
Nope.
up the joint.
Cardinals bats.
Oh, sorry.
Josh highlighted it and hit it from view.
Sorry.
Oh shit! I didn't see it.
We'll talk
He's
about
colorblind, Josh.
We'll
You
talk
can't
about
see
Pats
blue on
Cardinals
white.
instead. Pats went to Arizona, stunk it up. Pats moved to
Classic.
3-11, 17 to
good.
30 loss at the hands of the Arizona Cardinals, who are also obviously still alive. The Rams only a game ahead. So I don't know. I don't think the Cardinals will get in, but 7-7, not a bad season.
Just right where they probably should be. Right.
They
right
could
in
be
the
so
middle.
much better.
They could be a
They
lot
could
better.
be so like they don't even use Marvin Harrison.
Which is kind of crazy.
He had 6 targets for
Yeah.
2 catches and 32.
They're using him wrong.
Trey McBride, 9 catches for 87
no
yards
touchdown.
on 10 targets. I think he has, the most catches in NFL
Ever.
history without a touchdown as of right now.
Yep.
Pretty crazy. James Conner
He went off.
showed out, 16
that.
carries for 110 and 2 touchdowns. Pretty good to see some good fantasy performances. On the Patriots side of the ball, Drake May was 19 of 23 for 202, 1 touchdown, 1 pick.
Not bad.
Touchdown went to Demario Douglas.
Oh,
Tim-
the one
Tim
pick was a
Boyle-esque.
fucking Keyshawn Booty. Keyshawn Booty was talking shit after about
He
about
said
it.
do it wrong.
He dropped. He goes, "Well, if you're running this way and the ball's low," I'm like, brother.
Well, I guess he did throw it low.
But that's a smart play. I wonder why I'm saying this. In the Packers game, I think it was it Tony Romo? He was on the game. Somebody was on the game, and they were like, to get the first down, right? There's a defender there. You're in field goal range. You throw it low to only where they can catch it, and if it drops down, all right, whatever, you get the field goal. But if not, it's a catch. I was like, that's actually smart. It's a safe throw. It's not like really technically a missed throw. You know what I mean? Like
Right,
it
but I
wasn't
don't think anyone was like,
inaccurate.
directly on top of him. Like they were like
There was a guy
3
right
yards
behind him.
back. Yeah, behind him.
No, like a guy here
Where you going?
and a guy in front of him.
I don't think it was a guy in
The
front.
guy that picked the pass off was in front of him. The guy here
The
was
guy who picked the pass off was behind him.
there was all right, Mike.
He, like,
he's running
put
a
it in the
slant.
air.
There was a guy trailing him, and then a guy to his right. Say like this is the first down. There was
Yeah,
a guy
behind
here,
him.
and a guy here. He went like this, and the ball went to this guy, and there was a guy trailing.
Right.
So there was 2 people on him. Well,
Yeah,
one
so throw it
technically,
at him.
but
Well-
I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
No, I understand what you're saying. Why? I just don't know why you throw it at him.
Because he wasn't open like that.
Then why throw it at him?
Because he was the only guy that was open.
You said he wasn't
So
open.
you throw it down low. Because I don't even think it was a third down or anything like
to
that.
put him in the hospital.
No, it was low to
We're saying in the
protect
middle.
him.
Oh,
If he
I
threw it
think he
high, he would have
grabbed
gotten
low.
fucking whacked.
What do you mean? I got his head fucking at the ground like this.
That wasn't that low. He was like
the
this.
ball was like down here.
Yeah, what do you mean his head at the ground?
You gotta reach down to get it. You only got so long.
It wasn't. It wasn't. It hit his hands. It wasn't that bad of a throw.
No, should have hit his hands.
It was. It wasn't low. He slapped it up.
It
was his
was
fault.
low.
It wasn't that low to where it was on the fucking ground.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying.
It was off the ground.
Oh my god. Okay. Whatever.
I'm just saying what it was.
I'm gonna pull it up.
Anyways, yeah. I mean, the Cardinals are all right. I don't fuck with them heavy. I think Sean Murphy Bunting's having a good end of the season run.
Didn't they? Buda Baker's going off.
Is
Not
he?
there anymore? Actually, I lied.
No, he is. Buda Baker's still there. I think he
Well,
wanted.
he got signed to a fucking fat contract.
Buda Baker.
Yes, like recently.
This is the highlights. I don't think it's gonna.
Oh shit, you're right.
Just look up this pick.
Oh wait, dude.
Oh, you did. That's so weird.
Yeah, the Cardinals are just like a very mid team. The Patriots, we played all right. No, we didn't. We played bad this game actually, but
Right.
we want to lose, so whatever.
Morale loss on this one. Not as good as the other morale wins I've seen.
But you know, at the end of the day, as long as Drake May plays good, it's like, like you can't really do shit about it.
You're not. You got a draft pick. Interception right there.
But like, here's the thing with. Did you see the
where it needed to be? Where it needed to be.
Yeah, that was. Wait, that's actually really bad. That's actually really bad.
Wide open.
He should have caught.
He should have caught it, but he should have fucking threw it at him. He
I
was
think
literally
he-
wide
I think-
open. No one was trailing him.
But I think he turned before he
No,
could
he
even
probably
catch it.
There it's on second down in the middle of the field.
No, that wasn't a great pass. Was not a great pass by any means, but like he should have caught it.
And he was out here going. They had a guy trailing him, and he was running towards the guy.
But that's what I was saying. This right
guy
here.
was ass open.
I thought there
for
was a guy
3
here and a
yards.
guy here, and there was, and this
What?
guy picked it off.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you just threw it at his chest, you would have caught it, and we got a first down.
I mean, yeah, but with this guy coming here, I understand why he threw.
Why you threw it behind him,
so he didn't get fucking killed.
but
You know what I mean?
like throw it at his chest, I guess, or hit him earlier in this route. I mean, he was staring him down.
Well, he should have just he took his eyes off the ball too quick. Also,
I think Drake
It was-
should have hit him in there earlier. When
it was
he
an issue on both of them, but that ball wasn't that low to where it was like.
That's a
That's a different pick.
Blackman for the
They picked that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But yeah, the Patriots did have some controversy too after the game. They showed, I don't know, it was a 3rd and 1, I think, and we ran, or a 4th one, whatever. We ran the ball, got stuffed, and they flashed the camera up to Robert Kraft and Jonathan Kraft, and he was like mouthing like
Kill him.
that was a shit call or something like that, or like this is a shit play, or like what are we calling or something like that. And yeah, now that's in the media with all the.
Vrabel.
Should have
They're
already been
saying-
there.
I was surprised we didn't bring Vrabel in, but I think we had a
Succession plan.
de facto like promise to what's his name to Mayo that like after Bill's gone, we are going to make you the head coach. So I don't think we could have stepped back on that. But he might be gone a year, which is kind of crazy.
I mean,
But
yeah, it's tough because I think the team's not
we're not ready yet.
good enough to do, but also they're better than 3-11.
Yeah, and our defense is better than like 23rd.
I have to imagine if John Hogbaugh was running this team, at least 6
it'd be better. I'd be better. We
Because I
did
think
have
you
to deal.
almost won 2 games. You just threw a last-minute pick.
Did have to deal with
Should have beat the Colts.
what's it called?
Should have beat the Colts. Should have beat the Titans. Who'd you throw the pick against in OT?
I think it was the Titans. I feel like it was.
Who's-
OT?
Dolphins.
I don't remember.
Who the fuck was it?
No, it wasn't Dolphins.
You had
Dolphins,
you had a
Texans.
couple games that were literally like less than 3 points away.
But like that's how it was like even last year. We had like so many games that were like
was
one
last
one
year.
score
It
games.
was the Titans.
The Titans.
Huh? Nice one. I know.
I think
What do you know? What do you see?
I just
Probably
think,
could have beat the Rams at home.
yes,
Cup
we
didn't
could have.
get loose.
Yeah,
Low
it was that one big touchdown run thing, and we almost had it. We had a chance to win it.
Coach, you can't coach.
We had a chance to win at the end of the game too.
Right. But I'm saying like play calling specific things.
Yeah, I don't know. Alex Van Pelt isn't the greatest OC, but he's doing an all right job with the offense with Drake May in there at least. And then, yeah, he's the only thing about Mayo. I think the players still like him. I think he still has a locker room. He just does not take any responsibility in the media, and it's fucking like it's really annoying. He just throws our players under the bus. It's like you have to. That's not what you do as a coach. You fucking say it's on me. Simple as that. I don't know. He gives weird answers. I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if he left straight away, but
Do you want him to leave?
I think he's owed at least another season. I don't think.
What
this
do you
is
want
I
as a fan?
want to see what he is. I do want to see I want to give him a chance, but I don't know.
Out
Next
of
year,
courtesy, I understand, but do you want him there?
I'm indifferent. Really, I just don't really know what he's too new. I don't know what to think about him yet. I'm not sure. Not sure.
That whole season, I don't know.
We're doing what we should be doing. Losing. I don't know. We'll see.
Moving on. Colts at Broncos. Colts lose 13 to
Tough.
31.
Tough.
Their
Cheers.
season is pretty much over now.
Yep.
No more playoff hopes.
Thank God.
Broncos moved to 9-5. Big talking point. 5 takeaways from the Broncos Defense, 2 picks, 3 fumble recoveries. Crazy. Broncos defense
was
flying
off,
around
yeah.
crazy. Bo Nix wasn't perfect in this one. He threw for 130, 3 touchdowns. He also threw for 3 picks.
I was gonna say, yeah.
But
Ball still
yeah,
a little higher. In my mind.
not too many crazy stats. Not too many stat lines jump off the screen. A lot of
Mediocre.
drives started off in pretty good field position. Like Sutton had 3 catches for 32, touchdown.
That's it.
Troutman had 2 catches for 20 yards,
Yeah.
touchdown.
Damn.
Broncos only ran the ball for 72 yards
Total?
as a team.
Jesus Christ.
Jonathan Taylor, though, on the ground, 22 yards for 107. Anthony Richardson had
Yeah.
7 carries for 46.
This game's different.
And a
though, if Jonathan Taylor
touchdown.
scores that touchdown. That's a
Yeah,
swing.
if he
That's a
doesn't
massive
drop the
swing
ball,
for
it's
them.
true. We should
Why
talk
do
about that.
players
Jonathan
fucking-
Taylor dropping the
You know,
ball.
I saw a
at
thing.
the
You know, I saw a thing. It says, "Has there been a white player that dropped the ball before the goal line?"
In history, probably.
Not a lot of them score.
I don't know why they.
You think you're funny? You should
You
be
laughed.
You should be charged
You
with
fucking
terrorism.
laugh at it.
You should be charged with terrorism, buddy.
Why?
He's Italian.
What?
Italians. It's just being Italian.
You've met the requirements.
Michael Pittman,
I met the requirements.
revival
I just
game.
wasn't chosen.
What do you have? 80 yards.
6 catches
Yeah, he had a
for
couple.
58. Not bad.
He needs
He's
to get
ass,
out of there. I'm not
He
gonna lie.
needs to leave too. Josh
yeah.
Down supremacy.
Colts are not getting in the playoffs. I think everybody pretty much knew that coming into the season. Me and
Coming
Croft,
into the season?
me and Croft had them as like
That's
our
not true.
our underdogs to get in, but they stink.
Ass.
Anything about any of these teams?
I don't know. Yet again, Anthony Richardson was failed by his team.
Failed by
Bo
his
Nix
team
fucking
and himself.
is kept up like a fucking cardboard box in a hurricane.
He's getting through
Propped up, absolutely propped up
by that defense.
by the defense. I saw
That
the
tweet
stats
you said
today.
the other day. What was the point of that?
What?
You just agreeing with me finally
What do you mean?
about the Broncos just being
Marcus are good.
just mid anyway?
No, I mean Bo Nix is flashy. He has flashes.
He does have flashes.
I like him.
Just
He's probably going to be there. I think he probably gets. Yet again, too early to tell. He probably gets an extension on his rookie contract.
probably yeah. I would
In
I
my
wouldn't-
mind right now.
I don't see them. He's,
I mean, that's,
he's only gonna,
obviously that's like 3 years down the road, but
let me temper this,
temper it.
but he's probably going to only get better. Like I don't see how
Well,
he's.
I would
I
hope so.
don't think he's like because
Right.
the age he is now.
Right.
The argument is that like maybe he reached his ceiling. You know?
Yeah, I can see you saying that from a base skill level.
Yeah.
But in the Sean Payton system, where I mean, the vocabulary they use is fucking like you have to do like every play is like a 20-word fucking sentence.
Well, yeah. I mean, his system, it's just quick passes, high percentage quick passes, not getting sacked. That's Sean Payton's offensive system.
You watch your fucking tone.
What do you know? It's
you
true.
Let me talk about Sean.
You know
Payton,
it's
buddy.
true.
He does not run a West Coast offense.
No, I didn't say West Coast. His system is like based highly off efficiency.
You better tell your man to pipe down.
Don't look at me.
Who was their old quarterback, Mike? That played with Sean Payton?
Taysom Hill.
Drew Brees, and Drew Brees said the same thing that I'm saying now. That's why I'm saying it
Right.
because I looked it up yesterday.
Right. Oh, so you're just getting fed lines now.
No, I knew
No original thoughts.
I knew his offense was like that, but Drew Brees said he was surprised that Russ last year didn't do well
Right, 'cause Russ is
in
ass.
that situation because he was in the same system the whole time. And you've seen the same things basically.
Right.
But like Russ isn't like
Some people don't have the mental capacity for it.
a system guy.
Right.
Why?
Like he doesn't conform to systems well. Like he's an off the cuff guy. You know what I mean? Like he runs around a lot, or he used to at least. Not now. I
I
guess.
think he is a system guy. Just a certain type of system,
What was the system?
like go routes,
Deep balls and running
scramble out the
around,
pockets, and throw it down the
making
field.
plays.
Yeah.
But yeah, two shitters. But the Broncos aren't that much of a shitter this year.
No, I don't.
Their defense is playing well this year. That's the main
But I
thing.
think if they play an actual team, I think they're fucked on.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
But their defense is holding them up, so there's always a chance.
Right.
PS2 got hurt.
Prue sad. He'll be fine.
I think he's good.
White boys will hold it down.
Moving on. Game of the year. Potentially. Contender at least. Bills at Lions.
It could be up there. Right?
Bills
Excite me.
pull it out 48 to
Let's go,
42. Insane game. Josh Allen
Killer.
with a massive performance again, continuing his case for MVP. He had 3
He's got it
touchdowns and
Locked
3
up for
picks
me.
last
Yeah.
week.
Locked for me.
He had 2 touchdowns and I'm
3?
sorry. He had 3 in the air, 3 rushing last week. This week he had 2 in the air, 2 rushing. James Cook also ran in 2 as well.
Crazy.
He went off this week.
Just a crazy
my
stat
God.
line. 362 through the air, 2 touchdowns. He carried 11 times for 68. and 2 touchdowns.
Johnson.
James Cook, James Cook, 14 carries for 105.
Can you scroll down a little
2
bit?
touchdowns. Ty Johnson, leading receiver, 5 catches for 114.
That's crazy.
Lions had no answer for him at all. They really attacked him down the middle of the field. Dalton Kincaid as well had the most targets, 4 catches for 53. Dawson Knox also caught 2 for 42.
Knox.
Shakir got in the end zone, and so did Ray Davis. But an all-out performance from the Bills. They've let up a lot of points in the last 2 weeks, but they've scored a lot as well. We'll talk about the Lions side of the ball. Jared Goff throwing 5 touchdowns for 494 yards. Crazy stat line. 14 catches for Amon-Ra, 193 yards and a touchdown. Sam Laporta, big game, 7 catches for 111. We also saw Jahmyr Gibbs catch 5 for 83 and a touchdown.
Chad.
Jamison Williams, Tim Patrick, Dan Skipper, the linemen, all catching touchdowns as well. Big talking point, David Montgomery, hurt, down, out for the rest of the season, right? Even if they make it to the Super Bowl. Torn meniscus, going to have surgery. Very
sucks.
sad. Big for Jamar Gibbs owners in fantasy. It's crunch time. He had 8 carries for 31 and a
like 28
touchdown in
points
this
last
game.
week.
Yeah, he had a big game.
Gibbs?
Yeah.
He got in the end
Obviously
zone
the better
twice.
running back.
But Lions fall to 12-2. Bills improved to 11-3. I've been telling y'all, I didn't think the Lions were going to get that 1 seed in the NFC.
Tough, yeah. I mean,
said-
tough.
he
right?
said Gibbs
was the better
Defense is
running
actually
back?
falling apart.
You said Gibbs was the better running back.
He is a better
down.
running back.
Tell me his average right here
What do you mean?
on a terrible run defense. What's 8 divided by
I'm
31?
sorry, he had 110 yards total.
He's averaging like 2 yards a carry.
100. Can you read?
Um,
This guy's such a shitter, bro. I hate this guy.
but yeah, really good game. What do we think of these two teams? Are these
Lions
the,
are fucked.
are these the favorites in each division, in each side? I've been telling you all the Lions
Dude,
are
the
fucked.
Lions-
I
No,
don't know.
yeah,
I'm
bro.
sorry.
not until this point. Now they lost.
What do you
like,
mean
they
not
lost
until this point?
They lost to like 3 people in fucking IR.
You know.
They don't put up 42.
The Lions,
Don't matter.
they're shaky, bro.
I think they can still beat the Eagles, to be honest.
probably the Eagles because the Eagles are shaky too.
Right. So yeah, I guess they are the best in the conference still.
They're the best by default, in my opinion.
Holy shit, Jared Goff almost threw 500 yards. I didn't
No,
see
he went
that.
off, but like he didn't.
Oh my god.
But he did.
Yeah,
Am I wrong?
a lot of injuries for the
100
Lions. We'll see how they respond.
That's crazy.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, this game's weird, right? Because they have the fucking onside kick, and then,
It's not that weird.
well, kid, that's a free touchdown.
They gave him it.
I know.
right, the
It's a little
onside
funky to
kick
score
was a
wise.
little interesting. I think they
There
took
was
it
no
with
need
like
to do that.
9 minutes left in
Yeah.
the
11.
fourth. 11 was it?
That's what I'm talking about. This fucking loser Dan Campbell.
But
does
imagine if he
weird
got
shit.
it. But imagine if he got
He
it.
was. That's so hard.
But
to
imagine if
do.
he got it.
That's so hard. to do.
Right, but
Especially
imagine
now.
if he got it.
I get it.
Yeah.
Maybe last year, but now you have to announce it and shit.
Yeah,
like
it's stupid now.
it's like yeah. There's no point in doing that early.
It was cool that he tried it. Obviously, it blew up in their face
it was a good bounce
because
too.
Matt Collins returned it to like the 3.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Sad.
So it's too bad, but they were in this game. There's a world where they win it. But two teams playing great football at the right time of the season. We'll see what the future holds for them in the postseason. Moving on, another team that scored 40 points, the Buccaneers, hanging up 40 on the best scoring defense in football in L.A.
Crazy.
They went to face the Chargers, beat them 40-17. They have a firm grip of their division, 8-6.
Firmly
Buccaneers,
grasp
they're
it.
probably going to win it.
I'm at. What? Michael Pinacini might have a word. to
Michael
say.
Penix, right? He's going to play for the Falcons. We'll talk
Penix
about
is
the
cool.
Falcons
Oh my God, Mike Evans.
in a little while, but
Shitter.
yeah, the Bucks went
McMillan.
off. Baker Mayfield threw for 288, 4
I would
touchdowns
piss.
in a pick. He was slanging it around. Bucky Irving,
Slinging him back.
15 carries for 117. Rashad White
Bucky's
also
back.
carried 15 times for 64.
He was hurt.
But yeah, huge Mike Evans games, like Mike said. 9 catches for 159 and 2 touchdowns. What do we think of the Bucks? They're gonna host a playoff game again.
The Bucks are just like they're a scrappy fucking team. They do this like every year when their team's like really not that great, but they
Yeah.
fucking find ways to win. I don't know what it is. I don't know what like fucking pushes them forward or like powers them when they like go to fucking sleep at night, but like holy shit. They can win. They can just win any game that they're put up against.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, they've won 4 straight. They're winning at the right times. And they play the Cowboys, the Panthers, and the Saints to end the season. This team's going to win 11 games.
Oh wow. With that, well, without fucking what's his name? Without Godwin.
Yeah,
I think-
all without Chris Godwin too. It's a good point.
Yeah, they're just they're a fun team to fucking root for because they are not supposed to be here by any means.
Yeah, I know.
So they're doing their thing.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Chargers too, because if you look at their schedule, they're 1-3 in their last 4 games, and in my
that's not
opinion,
good
they've
at all.
lost to teams
They probably
that
should've won.
are probably better than them.
Yeah.
They've lost to the Ravens, lost to the Chiefs, and obviously allowed 40 to the Bucks. This is a massive game tonight for them, Thursday Night Football against the
know.
Broncos.
Especially in
They're
division.
lucky that everybody else in the AFC has kind of sucked. And listen, obviously we were saying earlier in the program that the Bengals can still get in if the Chargers or Broncos move out. I just don't see that happening. But yeah, all of a sudden the Chargers maybe not playing their best football at the right time. We'll see what happens for them, but they'll probably be the 7 seed and have to play Buffalo.
Yeah.
At Buffalo.
So we'll see.
No. Yeah, you're right.
It would be
So
yeah.
we'll see.
I hope Buffalo wins out and Chiefs fucking lose a game and they win.
But yeah, moving on, the final game of the 4 o'clock window. Eagles hosting the Steelers. Steelers without George Pickens again.
Yep.
Fucked on.
Out
It
this week as
could have
well.
been a
Really?
different game.
Official? Damn.
Najee Harris with a crucial fumble
Oh yeah.
at a bad time.
Yeah,
in
they
this
didn't run
game
the ball for
them.
shit, huh?
Shitter.
It was pretty sad. But let's talk about the Eagles, specifically Jalen Hurts in the passing game, a quarterback that I like a lot.
You do?
Love Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Love the Eagles.
Really?
Defending him last week.
My pick
Or
to
2
win the
weeks ago.
Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts threw for 290 and 2 touchdowns. Started his press conference with, so that's what y'all wanted to see, huh?
See, I hate him.
And he was right. A.J. Brown caught 8 for 110 in the
He's
touchdown.
good 5 times a year and then comes out with that
Devontae
shit.
Smith caught 11 for 109 and a touchdown. Fantasy talking point, Saquon.
Eesh.
Lemon.
Lost people
fucking
leagues.
matchup.
I think it was his worst game of the season,
It's not good.
fantasy-wise, in the first week of a lot of playoff fantasy leagues. Not fun for Saquon Barkley owners. But the Eagles win again. They're in insane form. I think they've won 10 on the bounce. Or 8 in a row, is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10 on the bounce.
Wow.
Yeah, and look, I mean, they have the Commanders, Cowboys, and the Giants. They could also
They're gonna
win
win
out.
out, yeah.
I mean, they could win 15 games. And I like to believe if they win that many games, I like to think they'd be the 1 seed. I mean,
Who are they playing? Who's in it?
Commanders away on
Commanders,
Sunday is
Cowboys.
tough. But then it's the Giants and
Cowboys.
the Cowboys.
That to me is 3 wins.
Might win 15 games.
And they don't. They're not a
Is the
15-win team.
Commanders at home?
No, it's
matter.
the Commanders. They're at Washington. They're home to Dallas, home to Giants.
Right.
I don't think the Commanders away is even like a thing yet.
Yeah, but it's divisional, so it's probably going to be chippy.
You never know.
Chippy.
You never know.
I'm not
But
with the.
yeah, 27-13 win. Let's talk about the Steelers losing games at the wrong time now.
Nothing they can do.
Yeah, I was about to
I don't know
say.
why they didn't run the ball. Is Najee Harris hurt? I missed something.
No, he's
No, he
dog
fumbled.
shit.
No, he fumbled.
6 of 14.
probably
Russell
should've ran more.
Wilson in this one
Right.
only threw for 128 yards, 1 touchdown going to Pat Fryermuth. They just couldn't move the ball that well. Like we've been saying the last
Wow.
couple episodes, this is their tough run of games. 3 tough games in 10 days. They just played the first one against the Eagles, lost. Now they're away in Baltimore on Saturday, and they're
Oh my
hosting the
God.
Chiefs on Christmas Day. So
They're actually
it's-
fucked if TJ Watt isn't healthy.
listen,
And he didn't look. I saw a video of him in practice on his
Didn't look
ankle.
good.
Did not look good at all. Not gonna lie.
yeah, TJ Watt
He'll
hurt.
play, I'm
There's
sure,
a couple other key defenders that are out. I'm forgetting their names. I watched the John Gruden video he posted. I'm sorry, I can't remember.
What that linebacker guy?
You're going to see something
Is Highsmith good? Is it Highsmith?
Well,
No,
we'll
he's
see.
fine, I thought.
It'll probably be on the injury report when we
Oh,
review
yeah.
the game for the weekend. But yeah, I mean, I don't have a lot of confidence in the Steelers beating the Ravens or the Chiefs now, which is sad because I have a soft spot for the Steelers too, and
That was crazy.
I want them to do well.
How much
They'll-
of a difference George Pickens makes?
That's the only fucking wide receiver.
Crazy.
Does he?
Yes.
What do you
like
mean?
a lot. Like Calvin Austin being your number 1 receiver. When I
Listen,
see a
I know,
game,
that is a huge
balls.
drop
you're throwing
off.
targets to people, and I go, I forgot he was on the team. Like that's bad when you're down to those receivers. Dude, they have Ben Skoranek and fucking Scott Miller.
Don't act like Ben Skoranek.
He was on the Rams.
Van Jefferson caught a ball in this game.
Do that to me.
What do you mean?
Ben Skoranek.
I'm not saying he's good, but I'm saying I forgot he was on the team.
Right.
Like that's how deep you're going down.
If Scotty Miller, you forgot because he didn't catch a single ball.
Okay, sure.
You don't know ball.
Ben Skoranek, though.
You didn't know Ben Skoranek was on the team? Come on.
I knew Ben Skoranek. You didn't know
He
shit.
just likes arguing.
Pat Firemoose, I thought he was gonna have more points. I almost started him in fantasy.
Well, I'm glad he didn't. I don't know why that was a thing.
I could have played him over DK.
Bro said, should I start Pat Firemuth or Brian Thomas Jr.? Zach and I were like, Brian Thomas Jr.
Firemoose should have been fucking getting all the targets. Bro. I don't know why they didn't fucking throw
the best defenses. You're
the
away.
Bucks
You're
away put up
right.
the 40 points and the highest scoring defense.
You're right.
All right, pop the next one.
Moving on, Sunday Night Football.
You don't know shit.
Tough loss at home for the Seattle Seahawks.
Scheduled
at the
loss.
hands of the Green Bay Packers, 30-13. The final score. Classic Geno Smith game. Threw a bad pick in the end zone again. How many times?
Who did he throw it to?
The other team.
Who's he throwing it to?
I don't know. I don't fucking
Fuck
know
that
who he
guy.
was throwing
Whoever
it
he was
to.
throwing it to is probably his
Threw it
fault.
to the other team again. And then, unfortunately for him, ended up getting hurt.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be
He played
honest.
good.
I'm going to be honest. He was playing good. And
Up
what I
until
was
that.
going to say is there really is a world where they win this game. If he doesn't throw that pick, the Seahawks score, and he doesn't get hurt, they could have won. I mean, the Packers weren't perfect either. They had some bad takeaways.
Noah Fant, you son of a bitch.
As well.
Knew it was him.
Lost a fumble
that's not gonna
at
work.
one point. Josh Jacobs fumbled in this one,
Oh, he
but
did, yeah.
look, the Packers win again. They're rolling. 229 yards and 2 touchdowns for Love. He's cleaned up the interceptions
Let's scroll up.
in recent weeks. Josh Jacobs been on fire. 26 carries for 94 yards and a touchdown in this one as well.
All right.
Romeo Dubs caught both touchdowns. My guy.
Dude.
Your guy.
3 catches for. I traded for him.
Right. I drafted him.
Okay.
Right.
3 catches for 40 yards, 2 touchdowns. Christian Watson, I want to show some love to. I thought he looked pretty good in this game, to be honest. He had some pretty nice contested catches. He had a circus catch on the sideline. Did you see
Oh, I
it?
did not see that.
Unbelievable catch on the sideline.
That was the play I was talking about earlier about like the low pass. It was Christian Watson who caught it. I remember.
Yes, yeah, he had a couple crazy catches.
Maybe they
Not
saw Drake May do it and they go,
Wait,
I
you found
understand
something.
now.
I understand now.
And then he threw it.
good. But yeah, Packers win again. They're keeping up with the Lions and the Vikings. Obviously, I guess it's not obvious, but they mathematically could win the division. It's
Yeah.
not going to happen.
Yeah.
Right.
They're pretty much the 6th seeds, though, which is crazy. Because, I mean, the Vikings have 11 wins.
Right. The Vikings already clinched the 5 seed.
So
Vikings already locked in.
the Packers
Or
could be the
clinched the
5
playoff
seed,
spot.
but I don't think they could be any higher than 5. So we'll see what
I
happens.
mean, they can.
They can't be high.
They can win the division, though.
They're not going to win the division, bro.
They're the same record.
Well,
Why can't
because the
they?
Vikings have the tiebreaker now.
Lions have the tiebreaker, I think.
I don't know. I don't know at the top of my head.
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, they could win 13 games and be the 6th seed
That's
if
wild.
everybody wins out. They can't all win out because the Lions are going to play
Yeah.
the Vikings.
Yeah.
So we'll see. But let's move on. Monday Night Football, 2 stinky games that I don't really care.
We don't have to
about
talk
at
much
all,
about either of these,
to be honest. Really,
Caleb sucks.
really the only talking
Doesn't
point in
suck.
Bears
He's not playing
Vikings
well.
is Caleb had a bad performance. A lot of people are
wasn't
starting
good.
to question his attitude and
Yeah, people were.
it's tough. It's
That was
tough,
pissing me off.
Tough when you're losing games.
Fucking, what's his name? Emmanuel Acho was like, this is bad body language of him on the fucking sideline on the bench. I'm like, dude, he just got fucking killed. He's writhing in pain on the bench. He's like, you can't show that. I'm like, brother.
Hey, but
Fuck
when
outta here.
Anthony Richardson is tired. He can't.
No,
do
no.
it.
Him calling out a game because he was tired is
right.
different than him getting hit. He's on the bench going like,
I know. I saw him.
I was
Crazy.
Like, what the fuck? I don't know. They need to just figure that shit out. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
I will say somebody on Twitter was trying to defend him, saying like he has one of the worst receiving weapons in the league or like receiving rooms in the league. I'm like, that's just not fucking true. Like you have to like call a spade a spade. He's not playing well right now. He has good games and he's showing flashes. I think he's the most talented quarterback out of this draft class, and I think he'll be something. However, you gotta point the finger at somebody sometimes. In this game, that was not good play out of Caleb, even though his stats probably weren't that bad.
We could see that.
18 for 31, 191 just touchdowns.
Only rookie QB who hasn't been playing better as the season's gone on.
I think he has been. He's gotten a lot better as the season's gone on. He there's a couple games he's dropped, but like in the last like 8 weeks he has like 1,000 yards. He has a bunch of touchdowns, no picks.
Last 8 weeks.
I mean, only 5 picks thrown.
It's not bad at all. He's not playing awful.
Right, but he's playing better.
Like you're overblowing it with how bad.
I'm just saying. No, I just said out of the rookie QBs, he's the only person playing worse as the season went on.
No, because he's playing way better than the season than he started.
No picks in his last 8 games. Not terrible. They've lost all 8 of those games.
But it was also 4 or 5 games of those they could have won.
Since coming back to America, hate America.
Right.
They should. There were a couple games they probably should have won. The Commanders game they probably should have won. There was a game right after. Forget the team they probably should have won. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but I know.
I'm just missing your point because I don't think it really stands for anything. I don't think it stands for anything.
I think it's a moot point.
Right, because it's obvious. Thank you.
But anyway.
Oh yeah.
What?
3,200 yards, 17 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. That's really not bad for a quarterback.
Didn't say he had a bad season.
It's not
what I'm saying.
But let's talk about the Vikings for a little bit. They're 12-2. Now they have the same record as Detroit. And they play at the end of the season. This is fun.
They play week 17 or
who would have thought it's the last game of the
2 weeks
season?
Oh, really?
Last game of the season in Detroit. Well, we'll see. 12-2 Vikings. Crazy. I don't think anybody thought that would happen coming into the season. Sam Darnold threw for 231, 1 touchdown, 1 pick. Aaron Jones and Cam Akers both carried one into the end zone.
They did their thing.
Justin Jefferson caught 7 for 73 and a tutty. Jordan Addison 7 for 63. Hawkinson 5 for 52. Yeah, good for the Vikings. I mean, that's saying a lot that they're right there with the Lions. They're not really getting any media hype at all compared to these other 11, 12, 13 win teams.
Well, you know what? I think
they're still flying under the radar.
They fell into that trap last year where they were like 13 and whatever, and everyone was like, "Wow, the Vikings." So I think they're just like, pump the brakes.
Yeah,
we've seen it before.
So we'll see how they do go into the postseason. And then the last game on Monday night was absolutely terrible. 15-9 win for the Falcons, who are still technically alive, but apparently are moving away from Cousins, who wasn't great. He only completed 11 passes for 112 yards and 1 touchdown, threw a pick as well. Bijan carried 22 times for 125. Drake London caught the touchdown in this one.
London.
Raiders with Desmond Ridder. Yeah, that's right. 23 completions for 208, a touchdown, 2 picks. I have nothing to say about this game. I didn't see a single snap from it.
Can't say I did.
I think the main talking point is the Falcons pivoting to Penix.
Right.
Now we don't really know what they're going to do with Cousins.
Look at some stats.
Is he going to get caught? They're going to have to pay him a ton of money. I don't really know what it does for their cap space.
I think they're obviously locked into whatever they have this year. And I think if they do cut him, they're still on the hook for only $27 million, which isn't terrible because I think the year after he's making $55. So they got to get the fuck rid of him. But he has a no-trade clause, so that doesn't help anything.
He does, right, but obviously if they cut him, he could sign with anywhere because it's kind of the same thing with Russ.
Yeah.
So remains to be seen. But with that being said, we can move on to Week 16 and start picking some scores. We have Broncos-Chargers kicking off in about 45 minutes.
So we can pick. Oof. It's actually tough.
Damn, it doesn't show the spread for any of these games. That's annoying. What the heck? Anyway. Broncos at Chargers.
I had some Falcon stats, but I couldn't find it. It was something like their first every first down they throw outside the sticks or something.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart. We're past it. Week 16.
Take your time.
What's America got in this game? I'm curious to know.
This game?
Probably Chargers.
Is this a coin flip game?
Honestly,
Chargers.
I think so.
4 out of 4, 100% Chargers.
I think it's a Chargers too.
Didn't blink. No one blinked at this.
This could go either way.
What do you think about that?
I'm annoyed that it doesn't have the spreads.
They don't have the spreads out?
What have you
I don't know.
used?
The ESPN app's not showing them to me.
That's weird.
I'm gonna go on the browser. I'll do it like this. It's a -3 point spread at home for the LA Chargers.
Chargers.
Yeah.
I'll take the Chargers.
But they should win.
You can put me down for the Chargers. Write it down. Yeah, right. What are you looking at?
Yeah, they definitely should win.
In America too.
Yeah, they should win.
All 7, all on the Chargers.
Have they played yet, or
Mike
did they
wants to
play
take the Broncos,
2 times late?
yeah.
Not really, but
He's
I'm just
thinking
not that
about it.
confident in them.
Thinking about it.
Have they played?
Before?
Yeah,
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
like ever.
Ever? Yeah.
I'm joking.
Yeah, I'll take the Chargers. Let's move on to Saturday's games. 2 games on Saturday.
Oh.
One at 1 o'clock.
Broncos lost first.
One at 4:30. The 1 o'clock game, Texans go to Kansas City
Right.
to play the Chiefs. All
Ooh, I
signs.
didn't think about this.
All signs are pointing to Mahomes playing.
Yeah, full practice. He should be
He
good.
did practice, so that's good for them. This is a -3.5 point spread in favor of the Kansas City Chiefs.
What if I told you I like the Texans?
I believe you.
I'm taking them.
Is Mixon questionable for this week, or is he playing?
He's fine. He
Not on-
finished that game.
Not on the injury report
Yeah.
that I'm seeing.
Fuck.
I don't think that matters because the Chiefs have a great run defense anyway.
Mm.
And their issue was their secondary, and they played pretty well last
I like
week, all things considered.
Give them to me. They had a good game against Miami. 3 picks. Playing good at the right time.
I
short
know.
week.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Give me the Chiefs. It's the Chiefs at home.
You should take them. That is the right pick.
Cold there too. Give me the Chiefs. And Stroud's going to be put in the
Think about
torture
that. It's
chamber.
gonna be outside. That sucks. You taking who, Ange?
I'll take the Texans.
I like that action.
This game opened at 1.
Really?
That makes sense. I
What
think
is
the
it now?
Texans played
Favor of
so good.
Houston.
But also, I
But
think
I think
it
that's
was because Mahomes was
because
in the air.
line would have been
Oh,
made
with
like
his-
on Monday.
Yeah, I took
With
the
the
Chiefs.
ankle.
So that means the Texans were a 1-point favorite with the Chiefs having Wentz.
MVP.
That's crazy. Steelers at Ravens, the next game on the card. -6.5 point spread for the Ravens.
Keep it simple.
Lamar Jackson in his career historically not good against the Steelers. I think he's 1-4 or something like that.
Right.
1-5 now. Baltimore obviously has lost like 9 of the last 10
Don't do
or
this.
8 of the last 9 against Pittsburgh. But this is going to be the Ravens.
Yes.
It has to be the
I already wrote everyone down.
Okay.
By the way, it was Chiefs 100% and it was Ravens 100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moving on to Sunday. First game on the cards here.
Ooh.
Giants at Falcons. Giants with who? DeVito, Boyle? We don't. Do we know?
Boyle.
No
I don't think it
idea.
matters.
Boil time.
This is a revolving
Falcons
door
are
of
the
the
ass.
boiler.
Falcons are -9
With Pete.
with Penix.
It's the Giants, that's why.
Let's go
That's,
Falcons.
I take the cover. I don't
I'm
take the
with-
cover. I take
I'm
the
with-
Giants spread.
I'm with the Falcons. Let's
I
do
took the
it.
Falcons. Hell
Falcons too, yeah.
I'm rooting for Penix.
I think it'll be a very run-heavy, like, protect our guy type of game while he gets his bearings in the NFL.
I'm rooting for him. Let's do it.
Falcons 100%.
Nice. This is probably 100% too. Next game on the slate: Cardinals at Panthers, -4.5 point spread.
Take them, bro.
I'm taking the Cardinals.
I mean, yeah, it's the Cardinals,
I'm
but
taking the Cardinals.
The
That's a
Panthers,
-5.
the
Josh taking the Panthers. I'll write him down
could
for
do
it.
Panthers could do it. The Bears could do it.
Right.
Yeah,
You had the Cardinals?
Yeah.
America took 100% Cardinals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next game,
Gonna be one of those
probably
weeks, huh?
100%.
Right.
Lions going to play in Chicago
one
against
down.
the Bears, who played the Lions close on
Gonna say,
Thanksgiving.
he wasn't bad.
Wasn't a bad
Right?
game.
Right.
Second half game.
This is a -6.5 point spread. Lions, a lot of injuries.
Right.
I think the Bears keep it close.
What's the spread?
6.5.
Not bad. Not
That's not bad. That's not bad.
But I
was
guess
thinking close to 8.
Touchdown.
Just give me that. You guys are gonna pick the Lions, so I'll take them too.
Yeah.
All right.
It's the Lions, but
100%.
I won't be surprised if the Bears pull some fuck shit out due to the injuries on the Lions defense.
This next game's a coin toss. My mind.
A coin toss?
Yep, could be a
Not
coin
really.
toss. It's not in terms of spreads, but it's Titans
Oh.
at Colts. This is a -3.5 point spread in favor of
coin?
the Indianapolis Colts. Give me the Colts.
Really?
Easily Colts,
Wow.
yeah. You gonna pick Titans?
I mean, I kind of wanted to based off last game.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
Like I think they have a little juice in the tank, but I like the Colts defense too much.
We're gonna say the Colts defense is definitely above.
Next game's
the
a coin toss?
Bengals. No.
Next game
It was Colts 100. Actually,
DTB?
Colts 100%.
Oh.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Next game's an interesting one. Jets a home dog against the Rams. Spreads 3 points. Rams playing unbelievable at the right time. obviously. And I like them. I'm taking the Rams.
I'm also taking the Rams. Rams have like
Rams 75%. I'm taking the Rams also.
Rams fixed their run
Actually-
defense. I like that a lot from them.
No, I can't. Their offense is too good right now.
When's somebody gonna pivot?
And
next game.
there's a lot of fucking
flinch first.
strife
You
in
flinch
that
first.
in that receiving room. I'm not gonna lie.
wait.
Garrett Wilson, they asked him today, like,
Saw that.
do you want to be here long term? And the dude was just like,
Yeah,
I
they
don't know.
might request a trade. Yeah, that's the rumor. Next game, Eagles going to Washington to play the Commanders. This is a -3.5 point spread in favor of the Eagles. They're a road favorite, 3.5 points, and I love them to win.
Pick him, Mike. Pick the Commanders. We got the Eagles.
DTB. Eagles.
Smart.
Actually,
Smart pick.
maybe I lied.
No, you said
It
Eagles.
was
I
Eagles.
remember.
So America was split 50-50.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, well, we know why one of them.
Yeah.
Who was the
Right.
other? That's confusing. Oh, I do actually. I know the other because he needs him in fantasy. That's exactly what it was.
No, I am taking the Eagles.
They fucking lowboyed him last time, and I think they're gonna do it again.
But they played a good game last time.
Not really.
They played a good game last time. They played.
Commanders?
Yeah, the Commanders Eagles. That was a good game. That
Not
was closer than
really.
you think. That was closer than you think.
I
If
guess.
you watch the game, it's closer than you think.
But I don't like the
Barkley went off.
The second one did go off crazy, and you
Oh,
probably will
right.
do it
That
again.
game was super close until the end, until Barkley broke it open. Remember we watched that PJs?
Yeah, I don't know. I know, but I just it looked like the Eagles like weren't ever in real danger. It was like one of those games.
Right. Yeah, the Commanders couldn't. But I mean, their defense was too good. They couldn't break through.
Also,
either.
well, he was coming right off the rib injury too. I'm thinking about that, but they also didn't play well last week against the Saints,
right.
and like
Yeah,
there's
but
not enough.
They should have put up like 35.
Yeah, but there's not enough for me to think that they won't have those stagnant
Yeah,
drives
exactly,
against
exactly,
the Eagles,
exactly.
and they're flying around.
Jalen Hurts
No
sucks.
pun
Though.
intended.
Think about it.
Moving on, Browns at Bengals. This is a 9-point spread. It's probably going to be Dorian Thompson. What's his name? Thompson.
DTR, yeah.
DTR.
DTR.
At
Load him up.
quarterback for the Browns. 9-point spread. Give me the Bengals.
Yep. Easy
Bengals,
Bengals.
100%.
Bengals 100%. Next game's interesting. Vikings
Could be.
at Seahawks. Now, I don't know if Geno is playing.
You know what? I just got a notification about that, and I was going to read it out loud when we got to the
What
Seahawks
you got?
game. Looks like we're at the Seahawks game now. Seahawks running back Kenneth Walker III and Geno Smith were listed today as full participants in practice.
Love it. Give me the Seahawks.
Who are they playing? Oh, Vikings all the way. Easily Vikings.
I'll take the Seahawks. Love it.
The Vikings are like
Lock
the
of the week.
Packers.
Lock of the week. Seattle Seahawks.
Did the Packers just play the Seahawks at home?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, Vikings all day. Vikings are literally the same team makeup, in my opinion, of the Packers, just with
I think
way
they're
better receivers.
Such different teams.
With way better receivers.
I think they're such different teams.
You take the two receivers on the Packers, throw them on that team, it's the same team.
No.
I like the Seahawks in this spot.
Yeah, give me the Vikings. Fuck it.
Oh, come on.
I really want to take the Seahawks.
Then
but I can
take
just-
'em.
the last game left a bad taste in my mouth.
Take the Vikings.
Guys,
The Seahawks.
someone flinch. Someone flinch.
You flinch.
You flinch, bitch.
Next game on the
We're
cards.
gonna win these games.
Patriots in
Josh, flinch,
in
Josh. Come on,
Buffalo to
fucking
play
do
the
something.
Bills.
No, not flinch.
3-11 Patriots, 11-3 Bills.
Josh,
This
I'm
is
ready now for the Patriots.
This is a
Sorry.
14-point spread.
14.
I'll
They
take
cover.
the Bills.
I mean, yeah, it's the Bills. They're going to struggle against us, though, because
You're
they
a
do
loser.
once a week for no or once a year for no reason.
Right, so pick this one.
No, they're going to struggle. I didn't say they're going to win.
This next one. Come on.
Next game on the cards, Jags at
Come
Raiders.
on. Hold. Oh, shit. Might be. Hold up.
Oh, what's
hold up.
America got?
I forgot to- I get so in the zone, you know. Seattle, DTB.
Oh.
Like
Wow.
that. Bills,
Bills,
obviously
100%.
100%.
Jags at Raiders. Raiders are favorites by 1.5 points. I don't know
Just
why.
because they're home, probably.
I'm taking the Jags.
Take the Jags, too. BTJ.
Like, I mean, you
If you guys are both taking the Jags, I'm taking the Raiders.
Oh.
like, I feel like
Just so you know.
my only problem is
Max Crosby's out for the year, by the way.
I'm taking the Jags. Rand, you're taking the Raiders? You don't have to.
No, I'm taking the Jags.
I will say, the only receiver with 100-plus targets and 0 drops on the year, Jacoby
Cody
Myers.
Yeah.
One of the
This-
best Raiders of all
This
time.
could be
Yeah.
a split game. This is a coin toss in
No
my opinion.
sincere.
Niners going to Miami to play
Sincere. Shout out.
the Dolphins. Mike McDaniel's game. Dolphins are
Yeah, the Shanahan game.
Dolphins are a 1-point favorite. Love the Dolphins.
Guys.
This is a toss-up.
Wait. I'll tell you right, we have to deviate on this one because the next two aren't going to be any
Who
deviation.
cares? It's fine.
Well, you picked all the same teams?
We've only picked
for
all the
Ange,
same
Ange
team.
switched.
Hey, the Chiefs and Texans was the only deviation.
Who'd you pick?
I like the
the
Dolphins.
same teams as you, motherfucker.
I like the Dolphins in this one.
Let me think about this.
She's waiting for me to say what I want to say. This motherfucker. You say it first.
No. I'll say it first. Let me think about this one.
It's so funny because the Niners are 4-4 on the road, and the Dolphins are 4-3 at home.
That's so
like they're
weird.
just both bang average. Both teams 6-8.
I want to say the Dolphins, but at the same time, like I feel like the 49ers can win this game.
Their running backs is going to suck. They had a bunch of drops last week.
Love the Dolphins.
Oh, you know what?
Looked
Give me the
decent.
Dolphins.
Go
Garendo's
fuck
out this
yourself.
week. Garendo's out this week. I just remembered that in my head, and I don't really like Patrick Taylor.
So now, what if you said let me pick first? Why'd you let me pick
Well,
first?
because I just remembered.
Well, you could have remembered and told no one because I'm also taking the Dolphins.
All right, so you would have picked him anyway.
I understand that, but you know.
Hey, yo, Mike's following me, guys, bro.
Exactly. Now I have that. All right, let's deviate on this one, guys.
And Sunday Night Football.
Wait. Let me read them off. Sorry.
Okay.
What is it?
Raiders 75%.
Can I say something to you?
75.
You were asking for deviation. You get deviation with spreads because nobody.
No, 100%.
Enough with the
Dolphins,
spread
just
propaganda.
DTB. Dolphins DTB.
Okay. And Sunday Night Football, Bucks at Cowboys. Bucks getting hot, playing good football at the right time. 8-6 Bucks, 6-8 Cowboys. This is only a 4-point spread.
Oh.
Weird to me. What do they know?
What do they know?
I'll take the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Because you want to hear something?
Maybe there's like an advanced stat.
America
Cowboys.
knew something. DTB Cowboys.
Wow.
Weird.
The thing,
What is America picking
it
up on?
maybe it's.
Baker's due for a shit game.
Well, maybe does Baker, like, I don't know the stats, does Baker play bad against like a good like rushers, like good D-line rushers?
Pretty sure they're all injured.
No, what's his face is healthy. Parsons.
Micah Parsons
Oh,
was
wait.
injured last game.
Parsons.
They just got it. Oh, Michael Parsons will have a new deal with the Cowboys before the start of free agency. He's healthy though. He's played last couple of weeks.
I just don't know. I don't know about that.
I mean, give me the Bucks should win, so I have to pick the Bucks. But
right. I think the Bucks are
there's
going to win.
some.
I just don't see why
something
the Cowboys are favored.
They're not. They're
Well,
plus,
the people's choice.
they're +4.
People's choice makes me confused.
Yeah.
I thought the Bucks really showed out last week.
I don't know.
Also, Marquise Brown's back, by the way. I forgot about that.
The fu-
To say that earlier.
You think that does anything?
No, but he's
that
playing.
moves
He's a
nothing
receiver.
for me.
Shit.
All right, guys. So everyone pick Bucks.
Yep. Oh no, Mike.
Oh no!
No.
Listen.
Scheduled loss. No.
Yeah, it's a scheduled loss.
Yeah, Monday Night Football is a tough one for the Saints. They're on the road in Green Bay.
That's tough.
It's a 14-point
That's actually
spread.
awful. 14, we cover that.
14.
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
That's
I'll
actually
take the
insane.
Packers.
Yeah, I mean,
Yep.
Packers. You don't have to pick the Saints, Mike. We understand what you want to do.
I was only going to pick the Saints when it became time to not win anymore. And Kamara is trending to not play, most likely, I imagine. Like last week was not a scheduled loss, and we could have won that game.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Like all the games I've picked for the Saints to win, they've been in the game. This game might be the first game we're not in the game. It
Yeah.
won't be 14 points. We'll definitely cover that. It'll be like
But it'll be a loss.
yeah, it'll definitely be a loss.
So you're picking the
And Spencer Rattler's playing
starting, yeah.
starting away at Lambeau in the cold. Don't feel great
Not
about
good.
that. With no Alvin
yeah.
Kamara, the only veteran presence on the offense.
Yeah, that's not good
Taysom
at all,
Hill's
actually.
done for the year. Everyone's done for the year. So I'm guessing Jawan Johnson, big game. Maybe Foster Moreau touchdown. I don't know what I'm looking at.
I mean, they have
Honestly,
to.
don't know who the fuck we're
It's
targeting.
either them or nobody.
I'm really
yeah.
confused. I'm actually befuddled who the fuck we're targeting. So
Mason Tipton, welcome
Who
back.
knows?
yeah, fucking Mason Tipton.
But yeah, those are our picks for weeks.
Crazy.
What
Who'd
is
you
it?
pick?
16.
Pick the Packers.
Pick
Oh,
Packers,
all right. I'm
yeah.
surprised.
I have
Um,
to.
I'm following your sword. That's crazy.
You guys can talk about fantasy because I'm out.
no,
Oh,
I
come
can't talk
on.
about fantasy either.
Josh. Well, you can this week.
Yeah,
Next week you can't.
I lost this week. Not fun.
In the
not good.
playoffs.
Not happy. First week of the playoffs. No George Pickens.
Tough.
Fucked me. Brees Hall
somebody.
did all right, I guess. I'll glaze CeeDee Lamb. He got 26 points. But I had to start fucking Elijah Moore. Who got me 1 point. And it was just kind of, it was just fucked from there.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Oh well, we move. Is what it is. At least like
persist.
I'd rather have it like end like on an injury than me just drafting dog shit players
or
and
like
it's
you,
like
or you play the wrong player.
I would hate that. I played all the right player. I guess I could have got like 10 more points out of Baker Mayfield, but it wouldn't have helped anyway.
No.
But Mike had an insane week.
I put up 176 last week. I put up 171 this week.
Top scorer in the league.
He's been
I
cursed.
did win the league by like 6 o'clock Sunday.
He was already locked.
I put up 120 with 5 players. Shout out Josh Allen. Shout out James Conner. Shout out Brian Thomas. Brian Thomas, 32 points. James Conner, 30 points. Josh Allen, 41 points.
Didn't start James.
Josh Allen is the only player to get 40-plus points in back-to-back weeks in fantasy ever.
Ever? Oh wow.
What? That's awesome.
Yep.
Really?
That's crazy.
Crazy,
You
right?
didn't even win with them the first time.
I know it's crazy.
What do you mean?
Oh no, you did.
won last week.
I'm sorry, I lied.
Oh, I thought it was a
I
Joey
was
too.
2
Yeah.
weeks ago when you needed
Oh.
it. When you needed 40.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And then he does it twice.
Yeah. That's fine, though.
You already didn't play. Yeah.
I'm pretty pumped. I mean, as of right now, I'm a favorite
You're
by
the
10.
You are the favorite to win the league.
You have
Point-wise,
to be
yeah.
now, because I'll tell you what, the other side of the bracket, because we didn't do the reseeding, which we probably should have. I didn't know that was a thing.
Absolute
So I
shit about the other side of
apologize.
the bracket.
I apologize, but the other side of the bracket, dog shit.
I'm favored by 8 points. He's starting Kendre Miller,
Yeah, you're gonna win.
and Jerry
Congrats.
Judy's probably cooked.
I'm happy for you. I hope you buy us a new camera with the money.
The people I've beaten on the way to the championship will come out to dinner with me. We'll have a celebratory dinner.
They're not gonna go out to dinner. With
Why
me.
would that go? A free dinner? They wouldn't come out to dinner with me?
I think Ryan would.
Mike would too. It's a Mike
You
championship.
gonna beat Mike in the championship? You think?
Mike championship.
Mike, I low key. You might lose this week.
It's a problem. It's
just like
it could happen.
The variance, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there's variance in it, but honestly, my team has such good matchups. James Conner at Carolina, huge.
That's good.
They're all greenlit.
Yeah, you actually have really
Josh
good
Allen,
matchups.
New England's the only thing that gives me hesitation because he usually plays them tough.
I think what you're looking for
the way he's
is
been rolling is crazy, so.
Well, I mean, he has to start Kendre Miller, which is like a big hit because he had
Right.
what's his face who got hurt, Dave Montgomery, and then Jerry Jeudy not having a good quarterback,
Right.
But also,
It's massive.
who knows if he's matchup proof or not, or like quarterback proof or not.
DTR, bro.
We don't know yet.
Bro, DTR.
It's just about him getting targeted.
Bro, DTR.
Bro, James Winston. He's not a great quarterback.
5,000 yards.
He just passes the ball a lot.
Can you tell your boy to
Don't do that.
lock it up?
I don't care. I don't want any
I care.
part of this argument. at all.
Disrespecting.
It's not an argument.
One of the only, I think, like 10 QBs in the history of the league to
30
get
for 30
5,000
season.
yards.
30 for 30 season.
Only QB to do that?
Yeah, it's insane.
Keep naming them.
No, but that's my
One of
point.
one.
He's
One
an
of
air.
one.
He's a gunslinger. He just throws the ball.
Yeah, DTR is a fucking
If James Smith didn't James Smith
Put respect
if
on
James
his
Winston didn't care about throwing picks, he wouldn't be throwing the ball 50 times a game.
Probably.
So if DTR just says fuck it and targets him
DTR 's not him.
11 times and he catches 13 of those balls or 10 of those balls, is what it is.
DTR's.
But yeah, sorry to Josh. He lost. Congrats to Mike. Strong favorite to win. Not a strong favorite.
I don't. If I win this week,
You're
strong
the-
favorite.
If you win this week, you're
If I
winning.
win this favorite,
You are the favorite to
should-
take down the
barring
league.
any drastic injuries, I should cake one.
It'll be
You're
a
the
nice,
favorite
it'll
by
be a nice
default.
pop.
Right.
Like you feel good about that?
Yeah.
The asterisk on your thing? Dave Montgomery death week?
I feel fine about
It's
it.
hard to say you got lucky. Yeah, it's hard. To
I think every championship has been plagued with some kind of thing. Like didn't
have
Ryan
a-
lost his because of fucking tight
Yeah,
end
it's always
situation?
somebody.
Gotta have
yeah.
a little
Or
luck.
COVID, right? I think with playoff seeding.
It was the DeMar Hamlin game.
Right.
So they replayed the game and it wasn't
Right.
good.
Yeah. Sucks to suck.
It's too bad. But yeah, there you have it. Another episode of The Whistle in the books.
Trying to
Only
get out of here, huh?
What else do you want to talk about?
No, nothing.
I gotta
You're
get
speeding through.
Yeah, here's someone to go. 3 weeks left of NFL football, so good luck to your teams. Good luck in fantasy if you're in the semifinals. It's fun. It's do or die time. Playing for all the
I'm
marbles.
pumped. I hope you all die.
This has
in
been
Dynasty.
The Whistle brought to you by Diversity Catalog. If you haven't already, please make sure to like and subscribe. It means a lot. I think we're at, what, like 3:30?
3:30, I think. Yeah.
We're moving along. Make sure you tune in on Wednesday
2:31.
for our Christmas episode to be coming out on Christmas Day. I just realized
Yeah,
that.
we'll see how that goes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, damn. Good
Why,
luck.
what?
Good luck
No, in
posting
terms
that.
of, I don't know how many people are going to watch the day of Christmas.
No, I mean like I don't know.
People
People are
delay
different.
it, put it out a little bit
No,
later.
no, we not.
No, not a day. Like like
Oh,
not at
time-wise.
12. Yeah.
Oh, I
yeah,
don't
put it out like 3 or something.
Yeah,
like that.
just so it's like has more time to
I don't know if people doing Christmas.
people get to it. I don't know.
Yeah,
either.
that gives us
But anyway, yeah, make sure you tune into our Christmas episode
5
coming out this week. It'll come out on Christmas. Thank you for
Big
being
time.
here. Thanks for the support. We'll see you next week.
It's a big show.